I guess I'm kind of in a mood, right?
Okay, people, before we get to the really good stuff, let us catch you up on how we got here. Last week, we left Portugal to spend a week in the UK, catching up with family and spending time in some of England's oldest villages. We then hopped on a flight to Italy.
Have a day, have a flight.
Creatures in the night, I know your names. As clear as dawn. As I'm awakened by giants passing trains.
I kind of figured that.
As they rattle on past rivers and mountains, little lakes.
We spent our first day wandering through Sorrento, the main city of the Amalfi Coast. We sipped on espresso and tried the local limoncello.
Cream? Grazie. Salute.
Ok, that's the cream.
Sì.
Vai, meloncello.
Meloncello. Meloncello.
This, oh my.
Try this one.
Oh.
It's good. Oh wow.
I'm from the US.
All right, now that we're all caught up, welcome to Positano.
Need a minute just to breathe, I just got on. My body doesn't have a time zone yet. I've been a drill before we climb in bed. My phone is buzzing in the sheets, I just got.
So we're staying in the village of Santa Agata, and my parents ended up booking this place because the prices were a lot cheaper for accommodation and it's super easy to get around, so you can just hop on most of the local buses and you can get to Positano, Amalfi, Sorrento.
The closer you stay to all those the Amalfi towns,
It
like
just gets more
Amalfi
and more
and
expensive.
Positano, it gets more and more expensive. So we booked our tickets last night to get to Positano from Sorrento. The problem is, for some really weird reason, the roads are closed into Positano today. Well, they were closed yesterday, so we're here at the ticket booth to see if the road to Positano is still actually closed, because if it is, we'll have to change our plans and come up with a plan B.
Alrighty, thank you.
Happy holiday.
So it's a no-go to Positano, unfortunately, but I think you and I might try and rent a scooter.
What are your parents going to do?
I don't know, because they don't want to take a scooter, but there was a lot of storms a few days before we got here and the roads are still closed, so no go to Positano.
Let Chris drive. Let Chris drive. What if Chris doesn't want to drive? So unfortunately, the road is closed, as Laura said, and we've gone to see if there's a car available at one of the car hire places, but they haven't got a car. It's really bad luck because it is middle of summer, September, start of September. It stopped bus access, but it hasn't stopped cars and scooters from getting through, but everybody's hiring a car and hiring scooters, so now we've got to try and find a car hire place that's got a car available and see what we can come up with.
Now we're going to Sorrento.
Plans have changed again.
Plan C.
We're going to go to Sorrento, try and find a car rental place so we can take it from there to Positano, but I don't know.
Yes.
It's getting a little complicated. So So we made it into Sorrento and we finally have a car. So we got a car for 85 euros for 24 hours, which is pretty good because Chris and I were looking to get a scooter for 45 euros for 24 hours. So now all 4 of us can go. And hopefully it's not too stressful.
All right, we made it down from the busy car park and the busy streets here. It is absolutely chockers.
Yeah, and it's September too, which they say peak is starting to end, but it's still crazy busy.
So we've left Laura's parents to go off wander on their own, and we're gonna go for a swim in the hopefully very cold beach.
We're going on the public beach because apparently the private cabanas that you can rent, I think they're like something like 25, 30 euro or something for the day.
The umbrellas.
The
anyway,
umbrellas,
yeah.
and the public beach is like this really small little spot, so that's where we're gonna go.
So beautiful down here in Amalfi. I came here a couple of years ago but didn't actually get to make it down to Amalfi, so it was really nice. We're going to try and head back to the car because we have to meet Laura's parents at 3:30 at the car park, because if we're a minute over they will charge us a whole nother 5 euros for the whole hour, and we have half an hour to get there and we are not too sure where to go.
Tell us what's going on.
So we left Positano and we're trying to drive to Amalfi. In fact, we're here in Amalfi, but this car is a piece of shit, and every time get off too quick from the stop or do something a little bit quick, the seat moves in the spot. So Steve will be trying to move forward, and if it jumps forward, the whole seat just shoots back.
Basically,
so we're keeping him in by holding the seat. Is that stressful enough?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Little rows for little cars. We found parking though, luckily. And it's cheaper here than Positano, only 4 euros an hour.
Instead of 8.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
You make it look so easy, and I just don't belong. Let's fly away from here, I need a vacation. Blast off tonight for Tokyo. Wake up Shinjuku like it's teleportation. Leave all our worries back at home.
Alright, that car fiasco's over.
But the car is parked. We're in Amalfi.
Good old Steve parked the car and we're in Amalfi.
It is very touristy, just like Positano.
But it is very beautiful.
Yeah, they're touristy for a reason because they're stunning. And we're all a little tired and hungry because I think we've had one sandwich today.
Plus breakfast.
So we're gonna go find some prosecco,
Gelato, an espresso, birra.
Everybody needs a de-stress drink. Oh,
Alright. Found a place to
good
eat.
time.
Get some beer in us. Yeah.
Need a vacation. Blast off tonight from Malibu. Wake up in Shangri-La with no reservations. Real life can wait on me and you.
Alrighty.
Finally.
So, we wanted to have a sit down and talk about what we've thought about the Amalfi Coast so far, in particular Positano and Amalfi. So, in terms of transport and logistics, we are staying in Sorrento, as we've mentioned before, and we hired a car to get onto the Amalfi Coast. Probably not the greatest idea.
Bad idea. If you ever are on the Amalfi Coast, definitely rent a scooter. Most of the blog posts that we had read, and even my parents had read, said don't get a car, it's mayhem, it's way too stressful. But we obviously all wanted to go together, the four of us, so we ended up renting a car, and yes, let me tell you, it was mayhem and it was stressful.
If you're gonna come here, hire a scooter, forget about the car.
Yeah, and be prepared, it's going to be expensive. Like most of the youth...
Peak summer, it's expensive.
Yeah. Is the Amalfi Coast worth it? 100%. If
Yes.
you've got the money or you have the means to save up the money to come here, do it because it is so beautiful. Like it is. It's super touristy. It is expensive, but it's touristy for a reason. Like as soon as you go on that main sort of road that you've probably seen from pictures, the views are insane. You can do it on a bit more of a budget. Our video was slightly sponsored by my parents.
Sponsored by Sophia and Steve
Sophie
Grewcock.
and Steve Grewcock, which we probably should introduce to you guys a bit more on the next video because they're going to be with us for probably the next 2 weeks. So
Most people do speak English, however, I think it's really important if you know the basics of Italian when you come here, it just helps you a lot. Anyway, people are coming off the boat, so we're going to sign off here.
we don't like talking in front of other people still here.
No, well, there's like 100 people coming, so we will see you next week.
I wanna run away. We'll sip mimosas in the south of France. And drift
Thanks for
away to
watching,
Never,
guys.
Never
Don't forget to
Land.
subscribe and
We
hit the
can take a
notifications
little
bell,
break
and
from
we'll see you next week.
Oh, you make it look so easy, and I just don't belong. Let's fly away from here. I need a vacation. Blast off tonight from Malibu. Wake up in Shangri-La with no reservations.